Stand up, turn around, face away from me.
Are you sure?
Yeah, turn around, face away from me right now.
Point 73, I'm fighting with one. He's reaching for my gun.
Hi everyone, Donut here. Today's story is not a shooting breakdown. There's a shooting breakdown in this video that's actually really freaking good, but the main story for today is a stab.
I missed my flight. Yes, that's what was. I was like, I missed my flight. That was exactly what it
Stabbing
was.
breakdown. That's right, a cop stabbing someone.
How many times
I believe
missed my
out
flight
of
so
like
far?
the 1,100
4 times
videos
already?
I've done on this channel, there's only been one other time a police officer stabbed someone. I mean, it kind of sounds like an Onion article. Cop stabs man. Not just a quick self-defense, stab the guy, make your distance, pull a gun. Suspect was stabbed over a dozen times, and the twist is the deputy was completely justified. Also, the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police shooting that we're going to look at is gnarly as hell. Stick around for that, but first a word from our
15.
Today we got something beautiful to look at when it comes to law enforcement videos. A cop doing absolute pro level work while under severe pressure. An active shooter situation, and yes, it's all caught on video from multiple angles. Let's go on over to Las Vegas. A guy with a gun walks into a gym in the middle of the afternoon and just starts shooting people with an AR. The suspect fired off multiple rounds, tragically killing one gym employee and wounding multiple others. And then enter the professional.
I've got cover, don't worry. Hey, he's locking the doors, dude.
You're a professional. I'm a professional.
A couple of Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department officers. I think I'm really good at that acronym now because I just
don't understand like why these motherfuckers just be like killing defenseless people. It's just like, I'm pissed off today. I'm losing, like, you know, I'm losing my mind. I'm gonna go kill somebody. Like, but let me just go kill some random defenseless people. You know what I'm saying? It's like, so that there is logic to it. You're just a coward. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not like you're like, oh, let me go test how good I am against people that are armed just like me. It's just like, I just want to kill random people that just have no idea I'm coming. Absolutely crazy. But yeah, that's the thing, Kobe. They've lost the plot, but they still minimize their risk of someone shooting back. It's not like they've lost the plot all the way. They've lost the plot, but they're still like, yeah, I lost the plot, but I'm pussy. It's like
shootings from those guys. Anyways, a couple of them responded to the
like, I hate hearing stuff like this.
call, and within seconds
We do it every day in GTA. It's crazy.
of making contact with the shooter, he's dead. You may have seen this video already, but I had to watch it 20 times. No flinching, no panic, suspect down. Just a nice, smooth little operator grip, a couple shots, and then one more dead check shot. No flinching, no panic, just suspect down. He's even holding the rifle when he radios it in. That was a good angle, but let's see it from that officer's perspective.
Is that you, Kate? Is that you?
No.
He's moving.
Hey, we gotta push it in, dude.
He's right there by the door. Is that you, Kate?
No, no.
Like I said, 3 shots, then a dead check. Officers straight up spawn camped this guy. You kind of tell the suspect knew that he was done for. Look at his face in this slow motion shot.
It was at this moment that he knew. He f***ed up.
Something tells me that guy never learned how to check his corners properly. The officer doesn't even react like he just saved a bunch of lives. He just keeps doing his job. Acquires target, keeps his sights steady, and calls it in with one hand while still covering the suspect. This officer looks like he's done it a million times and is prepping for the next one. As you would guess, no one was killed or injured after that moment. Police also say that the only reason this didn't turn into a mass casualty event is because the guy's rifle jammed after he fired 24 shots. I guess when it jammed, he decided, well, I'm gonna book it out the door, and ran right into Officer Badass. And as of right right now, no one even knows why he walked in and killed that guy and started shooting at people. None of those people had anything to do with the shooter. Let's move on to our next story. Before we get into the main video, let's talk about one of the worst human beings we possibly ever seen on this channel. Dude just got handed 100 years in prison, and honestly, that's kind of light for what he did. Let's go back to Indiana, winter 2022, right before Christmas. A woman who is pregnant gets shot in her head by her husband. He drags her out in front of their home during a snowstorm, leaving her there to freeze to death. Freezing, bleeding out, and completely alone. And then, keeping up his psychopathic behavior, he grabs their 23-month-old daughter and starts walking down the road. That's right, in the middle of the snowstorm. Luckily, a snowplow driver sees this psychopath walking down the road and does what anyone would probably do when they see a guy carrying a baby wearing only a onesie. He calls the cops.
Good man.
Enter Franklin County Sheriff's Deputy Aaron Bowers. He pulls up thinking he's about to help a dad in distress. That's what I would think. Like maybe their car broke down and he's trying to find some help right now. The deputy has no idea that he's looking at a man who just tried to murder his pregnant wife.
Get this, he's a former cop.
As soon as Deputy Bowers gets out of his patrol vehicle, the suspect pulls out a gun and shoots him right in the chest. Thankfully, Bowers was wearing his Kevlar vest, which stopped the round. Without missing a beat, after being shot in the chest, the deputy pulls his service pistol and shoots the suspect. Completely drops that f***ing guy and doesn't hit the toddler.
And this guy was a cop? This guy used to be a cop? Oh my God.
Drop the gun. You okay, sweetie? Are you okay? Here, let me look at you.
Sad, bro. Mom's gone. Dad. Kids. Fuck that.
You okay? Put your tongue.
The would-be killer who was carrying the toddler was paralyzed in the shootout.
You got off easy.
Now, what about the pregnant wife with a bullet hole in her head in front of the house, freezing to death? Deputies know who the guy is now, so they go to the house to see if anything else had happened, which we know it did. They found her barely alive in the snow with a bullet in her skull. She somehow survives, but unfortunately, the baby she was pregnant with does not. She spends weeks in the hospital, loses part of her toe to frostbite, gets a permanent shunt in her head, and then has to relearn how to speak and move. This wasn't just attempted murder. This was planned, calculated, and cold-blooded. He shot her, walked off with the daughter like it was nothing, and then when help arrived, he tried to kill the cop too. This f***ing asshole rolls into court in a wheelchair and asks for sympathy. Claims he was hallucinating and then blames it on mental illness. Says he never meant to hurt anyone. And then he asks for home confinement because he's not a threat to anyone. Buddy, your existence is offensive. You
Thank you.
belonged under the jail. Thank God the jury wasn't buying it. He was sentenced. 100 years. No parole, no sympathy, no second chances. His ex-wife stood tall in court. Told him to his face, that's my daughter, not yours.
Oh, she's well. W. At least the child has her mother, chat. At least the child has her mother. Damn. Crazy.
Calls him scum, and then she says flat out to him, you didn't win. And she's right, he didn't win. Good riddance.
Looks like she made a full recovery too.
Let's move on to the next story before I throw my monitor across the room.
I love Dota, I ain't gonna lie.
Vancouver, Washington, May 7th, 2025. Yes, we're finally to the story where deputy goes Michael Myers on some dude. So it's just before 11 p.m. in Clark County, Washington. Deputies respond to a motor vehicle accident where a guy had managed to plow into two parked cars. He then gives the cop the classic line of, my life is over.
Clearly, I've been drinking. Yeah. And I ran into these cars.
Okay. Do you need medical attention, sir?
No, I do not.
Okay.
But my life is over.
All right,
I wouldn't go that far.
Now, normally that's just the beginning of a paperwork party and maybe a lost job. I don't know if you
Ex-cop
could
turned
tell there
YouTuber
without
turned
them doing
millionaire.
field sobriety tests. He is f***ing hammered. So yes, you're probably going to lose your CDL. This dude is spiraling into full self-destruction mode. Everything is doom. Everything is over. Cop just find a Nickelback CD in the car. Guess what? He was arrested for DUI. They take him up the road to a Washington State Patrol wait station. They go there because they need to do a breathalyzer test. Because Clark County doesn't have one of those for some reason. Moving on. Here's where shit gets weird.
We're gonna go into the scale house here. We're gonna sit down, we're gonna take a test, okay? If you're cooperative with me and you're cool with me, I'll take you out of handcuffs. If not, you're gonna stay in handcuffs the whole time. You understand? All right.
The deputy tells the guy, hey, if you cooperate, I'll take the cuffs off. What?
I'm gonna take you out of handcuffs, you're gonna take a seat on that bench there, okay? I'm gonna take you out of handcuffs, you can take a seat on the bench there.
The guy says, okay, and then puts his hands on top of his head. This is after the guy already said his life is over. That's called foreshadowing also, kids.
You're okay, you can put your hands down.
No, okay. Witness.
What's
This is
this?
for your safety.
Well, you promise you're not gonna hurt me?
I'm promising.
Oh.
For your safety, the man says. All right, that's a red flag again. Vague threats like it's time to restrain them again.
Talk to him, will you, or hit him?
It doesn't really matter if he promises the almighty. They shouldn't be out of cuffs making threats to you or anyone. Then he starts saying things like, you don't know who you're dealing with. Maybe I'll make it through the night. I'm a dead man. I'm no psychologist, but that's not normally how healthy conversations go, especially with the cops while you're under arrest.
I'm not crazy, I'm not crazy, I'm not crazy!
The deputy, who's being super chill about this situation, tries to calm the guy down.
Mark, you're gonna make it through the night, all right? This isn't as big a deal as you think it is. It's a mystery.
No, you have no idea.
Okay.
Tells him this isn't the end of the world, reassures him, even tries to get him to call a lawyer, offers him the support line. Guy keeps refusing the help. And then the real insane part, if we haven't gotten there already, here's what the guy says.
You know what's crazy? It's just you and me in this room.
I think we're past red flag 2. That's like red flag 16.
I got my
at this
gun. I'll
point.
be have my gun out. Like, what you say, bro?
The deputy
It's
in
me,
front of him
you,
says, okay, enough of this shit. You're going back into handcuffs.
And this
Deputy
bow
tells
bow
him
in
to
this
turn
room. What
around.
you
That's
mean?
what flips the switch on this dude.
Why are you saying things like that?
I don't know.
Okay, go ahead and stand up. Turn around, face away from me.
Sure. Are you sure?
Yeah, turn around, face away from me right now.
You sure?
Boy, 73, I'm fighting with one. Give me the air, he's reaching for my gun. Mark, you're gonna get f***ing shot!
Our suspect that was going half psycho goes full psycho, tries to take the officer's service weapon. Not the funny kind of take the officer's service weapon like you do with the little T-Rex grabby toy. Okay, we're going full on side by cop in this situation.
Yeah, that's what I want. Motherfucker.
Shot! Mark, get the f*** away from me! Get the f*** away from me, Mark!
They fall on the floor and the body camera cuts out during the scuffle. When it comes back on, the suspect is on the ground, bleeding out and handcuffed once again. The officer, visibly shaken, cuts the guy's hoodie off and it reveals at least a dozen stab wounds. And yeah, you heard that, the cop stabbed him multiple times. He whipped out a knife and Swiss cheesed this guy mid-fight during a DUI processing.
Dude, relax.
Like I said at the first of the video, how often does that show up on body cam? I think I've only seen it one other time. Do you think that was excessive? I don't think so. The suspect was trying to take his gun. That's deadly force. Officer was alone. There wasn't anyone to help
It's lucky he didn't grab the gun. He would have been shot.
him get the guy under control. Yeah, stab him. EMS arrives, does what they can, but the dude had too many holes in him and bled out. Which makes sense if you were able to see this uncensored.
Love Swiss cheese.
This isn't the first time I've heard this. One of my
20 is a lot. You say 20 is a lot, right? But think about it. This guy's attacking you, right? Going for your gun, and you know if he gets your gun at this point, he's gonna kill you. You know, he said he's ready to die, and now you can get your blade. He's on top of you, and you just stab until he just gets off of you. I don't think the guy was just like, oh, he's on the ground, blah, blah, blah. I don't think he was doing that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you're stabbing till he stops. Like, you're just... 20 times is kind of a lot, I ain't gonna lie. He was making sure he's dead, I ain't gonna lie. But yeah, it's gonna be a lot of adrenaline. There's gonna be a lot of stuff like listen, chat, we've seen so many cop videos where cops hyper aggressive, telling motherfuckers to shut up. This cop was the opposite. Yo, you want out of handcuffs? Hey man, stop saying those threats. What are you? I thought we were friends. And then even when he was pulling guns, he said, come on, stop. I don't want to have to shoot you. I got a friend that some guy tried to stab him, and he got stabbed 18. No, he got stabbed. I don't know. I don't even remember. He said he got stabbed like, it was like 18 or 17 times before he got to stab the guy. Like he was on the ground, and then he's like kind of like, he stabbed the guy. He stabbed him back. And he ended up stabbing a guy, I don't know, I think it was like 12 times, but the guy died, right? Because the guy had something like a bad heart, whatever. He said he woke up in a hospital, he had cuffs, so basically, you know, it was a couple dudes in a hood type shit. So it's not. So he, you know, they arrested him, he got charged with like the murder, and he beat the murder because when they looked on the surveillance video, so basically, the cops were like trying to say that it wasn't self-defense because he stabbed him over a certain amount of time. But when like they played the video in court, it was like, yo, he's already been stabbed 17 times, or certain, he got stabbed so many times that it was his adrenaline that made him be able to stab that guy one time to get him to stab him like whatever, 12 times at that point. Because as soon as he finished stabbing him, they both collapsed. No. The guy ran. Sorry, I'm telling the story. The guy that died, he ran off and then later like died down the street. But he really only died because he had like a bad heart. He had like a lot of like heart problems in life. But what I'm trying to say is like, why I say that to say this, like 20 times does seem like a lot, but in a self-defense mode, I don't think, bro, you're fighting for your life. I don't think you're like, oh, is this guy feeling it? Is he feeling a little woozy? It's like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's a lot. Bro, serial killers do like 40, yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
Instructors in the South Carolina Criminal Justice Academy stabbed a dude.
It's very hard to say what you would do or what you would think in the situation, you know what I'm saying? Like, are you thinking, like, you know, they say if someone turns their back to you and you shoot them, you know, that's no longer self-defense. But like, say if somebody comes in your house and they're attacking you and your family and you start shooting and they're running, but you just keep shooting down the hall and you shot them in the back a couple of times, is that not justified? It's like, bro, you're not, oh, he turned his back, he's running. Like, you don't know what the fuck's happening. You're just shooting to get them the fuck out of there. You're not thinking at that point in time. I think your house is, I think in your house you're justified regardless. So I'm not sure about that, but I know if it's out on the street and an attacker attacks you, but also he's like I think if he's like pulling a gun, you pull a gun and he's stepping back, and while he's stepping back, if you shoot him, I think they say it's not justified. But, you know, someone coming in your house or attacking you and your family, chat, you're not like gonna be sitting there and being like, you're gonna be like, and you're attacked and shocked and adrenaline and fearing and Jersey is equal force. Oh, he ran in the house with a knife. Let me go get a knife. Like, what? Toronto's like that too. That's why in Toronto, people just breaking in your house and just fucking. It's crazy.
Who was taking a gun. I've heard multiple stories, but this is one of the first times we've kind of seen it on body cam. I can't even find my own damn video on that, but I'm pretty sure I did one in the past. Get too old for this shit. Anyways, that's all I've got for you fine people.
Yeah, you can't shoot basically unless someone shoots you. Like, oh, let me judge that.
Today, comment below and let me know what you thought of these stories. If you want to help
let me
support
put the
channel,
shotty down and get a knife. It's actually insane, chat.